animals in the wild obviously have the benefit of being in the wild and being able to go about their business and do as they please. Whereas animals in a zoo setting or captivity have the benefits of a constant meal, medical care, and never really having to worry about the trials and tribulations of animals in the wild. So I think there is a trade-off, and I don't really think you can compare the two. They're so different.
I always knew I wanted to help animals. Even as a kid, I loved having all sorts of different types of pets. I had dogs, lizards, spiders, and all that kind of fun stuff. When I went to school, I went to Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts, and they have this really cool program where you go to school for 5 years, but every 6 months you actually get another job in your field. And during my time there, I actually worked in Hawaii with hospital sea turtles for 6 months, and then I worked in New England Aquarium helping with penguins. And I always knew that I was going to get into an animal field, and just having those internships and volunteer opportunities really kind of enforce it. Like, that's what I wanted to do.
Have a full range of staff that's dedicated to taking care of them every day. They also have different toys and enrichment items that they get that animals in the wild don't have. And then they get environments dedicated specifically for them. They don't have to try and find where they fit in the environment. It's made specifically for that individual.
In my opinion, they only really act out when they're not being cared for properly. You know, either direct mistreatment or people who don't try to take the animal's perspective into their mind. I mean, a lion could roar at me when I walk in the building. That doesn't mean it's acting out. That means it's a natural behavior. It might be greeting me. Something else might have it on edge. You know, truly acting out, I think, only would stem from, you know, mistreatment or lack of proper care. You know, but it's more important that we realize what's the animal's natural behavior. You know, is it really even acting out at all? And oftentimes the answer is probably not.
I would probably choose the wild. Like I said, I worked at this zoo, the El Paso Zoo, New England Aquarium, and with the Hawksbill Sea Turtle program, I was working with Hawksbill Sea Turtles in the wild, and I was just kind of help them. My job was just to monitor their nesting sites, and they would come ashore, lay their nests, and I'd have to make sure all the hatchlings got to the ocean. And I really enjoyed that because it was kind of helping out their numbers. Hawksbill sea turtles are really endangered in the wild, and that program allowed me to firsthand actually help their species survive by ensuring that as many as I could try to get all the hatchlings into the wild. They have had a recent problem with mongooses and feral cats trying to dig up nests and trying to eat all the hatchlings and all the eggs. So just doing that program and actually doing first-hand work and actually helping them into the ocean and hopefully increasing a chance of survival, I really enjoyed that, and it was something I won't forget. Here at the zoos, they do a lot of species survival plans, but I enjoyed going out much more in the wild and just kind of hanging around their natural habitat.
You are a smart mom. I mean, talk about a decoy run. Oh no, the other baboon coming this way. They're headed straight towards Toto. He's legging it. Oh my God, they're charging after Toto. Okay, Toto just has to sit tight. He's got to stay in that long grass and hope that that mantle of hair will help conceal him, as it has up until this point. And it only takes one baboon to bark an alarm. It'll bring the whole lot back again. The baboon's moving off. And Mum's coming back. She's calling. She's heard him. Come on, Mum. What an amazing moment. After what they've just been through and after what I've just been through. Look at that. Here he is. Just a perfunctory lick. As if to say, hey, you know, this is life out on the African plains. It's tough out here. I swear to God, I was so close to breaking the cardinal rule, you do not interfere. And all I could think about was, can I live with that? And I just don't know what the answer is.
In the heart of the battle. Surrounded by the panicking herd, he received a single kick which broke his pelvis. Now he's dragging his small, half-dead body and is unable to hide his distress from his mother and his uneasy brother. In nature, there's no point worrying about the weak. What to do when you can no longer use your hind legs? Unexpectedly, a big brother has returned in response to his cries.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
She hesitates just long enough to give hope. But she can't mend a broken back. No amount of care, licking, defending will fix this.